Pablo Iglesias on 25 News, your home team.
It was a story 51 years in the making. Chicago's #1 Mike Ditka lookalike. After the first goal, everyone went nuts. After the second, they went berserk, and third and fourth. It's the first time since 2003 that the NFL kickoff will not be featuring the defending Super Bowl champion. And again, I got to tell you, some awesome features here, and I think I want to go back on. And I'm just going to let this kind of, play it out a little bit. Chiefs baseball is back here in Peoria, and they are ready to hit the field. Here's what the guys had to say about that pivotal moment in the game. Not only does the Louisville Sports Complex want to carry on 2 decades of tradition, they're also ready to take a step up and enhance the state finals experience. Now, there's no hidden secret for Oscar. All he does is walk up and down these rafters collecting donations at the Fairbury Speedway, and then he'll make his way to the First Financial Bank here in Pontiac, where he'll drop off all the donations that are accompanied right in this bucket.
Student athletes are in a unique position this summer to learn about race relations and mass demonstrations in real time. Pablo Iglesias shows us how they're being advised by the leaders who've come before them.
The stand against injustice has impacted sports globally, nationally, and now
enough is enough!
Locally. Chris Reynolds is used to leading and guiding student athletes as Bradley University's athletic director. But now he's doing his part to help elevate their voices after he saw players and other students organize Tuesday's peaceful protest.
What I love about young people, they don't want to wait for anything. They say, why are we waiting? Now is the accepted time. Let's do something today.
They said they wanted to do this. And what our student athletes want to do, we're going to be locked arm in arm with them. 1,000%.
The Bradley student athletes organized the march following the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis. Derek Booth, the director of social and emotional learning for Peoria Public Schools, has found himself in a similar position and says his students are also watching.
So when they now see professional athletes also being involved in social justice issues, it also communicates to them the responsibility is more than just on the court.
And those local leaders are hoping that the younger generation can continue the conversation to help influence change.
You can change the world, but you got to do it the right way. And you got to be about it every single day.
Voices are beginning to be heard and get the attention of many so that these changes can be made.
For Booth and Reynolds, they're proud to see how the movement is beginning, but they hope young activists will keep their momentum in the fight for meaningful change.
One of the things that I'm excited for as well is just seeing that translate to the ballot box on Election Day.
I'm going to really push them. I told them I'll support you, but now I'm going to hold you accountable to being about it. And they told me that they're committed for the long term, and I tell them all the time, sky's the limit.
From Peoria, Pablo Iglesias, 25 Sports.
Pablo Iglesias, though, shows us now how no football also affects smaller communities off the field.
A Friday evening in central Illinois means one thing: high school football. However, the sounds from the fields are different in 2020.
When you look in people's eyes, you see a little twinkle, and it's lifelong memories that are in there.
Cody Myers was eager to take the field on what would have been the kickoff to his first season as DMAC's head coach. That's now delayed until February.
You're getting to see moments that they're going to talk about for the rest of their lives. I don't think you can replace it.
The audible also hits local businesses. Haynes on Main says game days bring a packed house.
Last year was busy and people would stick around and have a few drinks and appetizers before the game. It definitely is going to hurt our business. It'll slow it down quite a bit.
Until fans can spring forward, they're falling back on past memories. Meet Joe England, a DMAC native known to be a local superfan with an impressive stash of Chiefs gear. But the collection represents something bigger.
I can relate most everything here to a specific kid and or coach. Since we never had kids, that makes me a parent at heart.
He'll have to wait a few more months for kickoff, but his optimism, shaped by a quote from the film The Replacements, won't slow him down.
You gotta have heart. Miles and miles of heart.
Okay, open message to the Cards pitching staff. I'm gonna go old school and hand out a writing assignment. 200 times, I will not pitch to Christian Yelich. So in about 6 hours, you can fly from LA to New York, see the new Avengers movie about twice. Highly recommend, by the way. Have you ever read one of those choose-your-own-adventure books? You know, where you go one way and then decide to go another at the last minute, but it's too late because you're already in the dungeon and slain by the dragon? Okay, maybe that's a little bit dramatic. Dallas has officially cut ties with Jason Garrett after I don't know how many meetings. On the advantage here, David Pasternak putting it where Pooh Bear keeps the honey, top shelf. Bruins thrive and survive, setting the stage for Megan Rapinoe. And guess what? Everything she touches turns to gold. But Normal West Carson Camp is a man on a mission, like parting that Red Sea. Huge hole for the line, and Camp finds more than just daylight. Then the defense break out that pot of gold turnover chain, because here comes Liam Donnelly, stripping it away, picking it up, sending it the other way for the Irish. That would set up another big run for Dylan. Goes east and west to make way in for 6. P&D pummels Centennial 51-6. Here come the Eagles, third and long, the elusive quarterback for Dunlap. Jackson Chatterton evades not one, but 2 tackles and finds big-time real estate. Then Jack Moore says, anything you can do, I can do better with the floss move. Cubs and Reds, top 2, Jason Hayward at the plate. If you like the first pitch, don't wait, appreciate. But have no fear, El Mago is here sitting on this, and all he can say is bye, Baez. And what we're going to do right here, we should take David Montgomery and push him into the end zone. Kendall McKinty showing the patience of a kindergarten teacher. Ball 4 brings in the run, 3-2 Washington. Now to the bump, it was Nick Guerrero with that, and I heard this in the dugout, the Louisiana. Love that heater from Morton. Next one, Darryl Brown to Elijah Childs. Pure Childs play right here with the posterizer. Double-double for Eli with the sauce, 23 points, 15. No, it's not a trap, folks. It's a win. Rivermen win this one 5-1. Punch it, Chewy. That's sports right there.
Well, wait a minute.